What is up, guys? Welcome, welcome. What's going on, Mark, Prodigy, Eller? What is going on, boys? How's everybody doing? I hope you guys had a wonderful day today. I know we had a nice day today in the market, right? And things are still looking good. Man, I just got back from walking my dog. I set everything up for us to go live. I come back and I'm like, holy crap. Saw this green candle. I was like, holy smokes. We're going to get into this. Let's just give everybody a few seconds. Actually, we're good. Before we start everything off, make sure you guys hit that like. And let's get this thing going. So, since we're already on Milady for right now, this epic green candle right here. Look at this beautiful green candle right now. Sitting at around 75, boys and girls. We are looking spectacular right now. And, couple things from the stream from the streams from last week. We talked about this, just to be ready. Everything is still looking perfectly fine. Bitcoin was holding at 51,000. Everything was looking great. Obviously, we're going to check out what Bitcoin did today, but Bitcoin went on an epic run today. And you guys know we have been covering this for the last couple weeks. What did I say on the last stream that we had? It was on Saturday. And I've been saying it for the last 10 days, was that the 60-day threshold, the 60 days up until the halving are always historically the most parabolic you're going to see as far as us getting into this bull run. And bam, you see this Monday wakes up and you see the markets just light up. It was like literally. We're going to get back to Milady real quick, but we're going to look at Bitcoin, obviously. Earlier today, we were sitting down here at around 50,000, 51,000 around here, right? And it's like 9:15 in the morning, and I'm watching the markets, and I'm like, you know what? This looks like a beautiful W pattern forming. I was like, it's about to be what? Markets are opening up at 9:30. So I threw in a long right around down here. And you guys can see, obviously, we shot to the moon today. Right? And this all started literally at around 9:30, 9:25, 9:30 this morning, Eastern Standard Time, when the stock market actually opened up. And I've been telling you guys this is what it's going to be for the high volume. You're going to see a lot of high volume when the U.S. markets open up. Obviously, it's going to be due to a lot of the ETF. ETFs with Bitcoin, you're going to see a lot of money either, if it's on a good day like today, just money flowing in. And I want to point out, too, I don't know if everybody's been here since the last bull run, but seeing what Bitcoin did today, fluctuating all the way from around 51, almost damn near hitting that 55,000 mark, days like this is what you're going to see in bull markets, right? Where you're going to see Bitcoin fluctuate 4, 5, even when we get into the heat of it and the volume is absolutely going nuts, you're going to see days where Bitcoin's fluctuating $5,000 to $10,000 in a day, right? So just be ready. Like I told you guys, everything's still been setting up. We are still on track for us to really see, this epic run up until we get into this halving. And you guys know I have these beautiful drawings here. We're not going to take them down yet. Now, you guys know I've been saying 55.60 for the halving, right? I might have to change this today. I might have to officially change what my predictions are for today. I think we're going to see 65.70. I think we might see 65.70, guys. Dare I say it? Because think about it. We're hovering right under 55, right? And we're going to check out these key levels and stuff like that. I just want to rant for a little while, but we're basically knocking on $55,000 door, right? How long do you guys think until we get to 60 grand? If we can continue this, not even necessarily what we saw today, but even if we find some solid support and we just gradually continue to move up, we still have 59, 58 days until the halving. We easily could jump up $10,000, another 10 grand easily. Remember, I'm always going to give out conservative predictions, but we possibly could be looking at all-time highs here in the next few weeks for Bitcoin. Now, you guys saw what Bitcoin did today, right? Obviously, we all witnessed it. Couple key things that we saw for Bitcoin. Obviously, remember what I was telling you guys about that 52.5. Remember I was telling you this 52.5. If we break that 52.5 and we find support above it, 55,000 is going to be right around the corner. And we basically broke right through that 52.5 with no hesitation. We did break. We bounced right here at the 52.9, right here at this support level. Or basically it is support, but it was resistance. And we found that because we obviously hit our head last time on that. We did hit our head, very short-lived. Basically retraced very slightly, found some support right around where we had that resistance, made another leg up at the 53, the 53.5 right here. You can see same thing. We broke above it a little bit, had a little bit of a retracement, found that support, and then basically from there on, you guys know the story. We made it all the way up to about 55. I would say about 54,970 is where we hit our head on for right now. But the fact that we are still just hovering around, you haven't really seen any kind of a big retracement, even though a retracement wouldn't be bad, right? It wouldn't be bad, but the fact that we're still holding right here at this 54.6, things, I mean, right now are as bullish as you're going to get for right now. I mean, things are looking absolutely epic right now. And the way that we're setting up, we could possibly see a massive, massive Bitcoin price when we get towards just in the next few weeks, people. We're not even talking about, within April. We're talking about March. Now, we all saw obviously what Bitcoin did. Well, look what came alive, and I've been telling you guys this. This is what's going to happen. I didn't really expect it to be, within hours after Bitcoin really mooning, because you can see a lot of the altcoins all turn from red to green, right? But a lot of them are hovering, a few percent over into the green. Nothing too epic, right? Well, a couple projects like Milady showing signs of some big explosions, and I think this is really just wakening people up, and it's basically letting people know that this project right here is serious. You can sit and have these people that are like, oh my God, it's a meme coin. Bro, this right here, you're going to miss out on massive gains if you're not investing in Milady. We know that. We've been saying it, but I mean, just seeing something like this, what we saw today, imagine when Bitcoin gets up to 70, 80K. What do you think this project's going to be doing? Our dreams are going to come true, people. Right now, market cap at around 55 million, a little bit over 55 for. I wanted to point something out real quick. I'm jumping straight into the coin market cap. So coin market cap is having some awards. Let's see here, crypto awards, right? Did everybody see this right here? Let's see here. It was posted today. Look at this. Coin market cap posted it on Milady's page. They're doing an award for meme coins that pumped our bags and made us laugh. The contenders are number 1, Pepe. Number 2, Ladies, right? Number 3, Meme. 4, Bunk, and 4, Ordinals. Bro, Ladies is number 2 on that list. Telling you guys, we got some big things. Now, if just looking at this list right here, just looking at this list, it's just this list of 5 meme coins. Which project do you think is going to have the most potential for gains? Well, if you'd have asked me a while back, I would have been kind of on the fence. And you're like, wait, what, Crip? On the fence. Because Ladies obviously has a very small market cap, right? But back just 4 or 5 months ago, Ordinals had a very small market cap as well. Now, Ordinals, you guys know we've talked about this plenty of times. Ordinals has gone crazy. Ordinals was just a few months ago at like $3, $4. So Ordinals has gone absolutely berserk. The market cap now is up towards close to $1 billion, if not more. We'll check on it in a little while. So now it's the clear-cut choice, obviously, out of these 5 meme coins, which one's gonna have the higher gains. I'm not necessarily saying gonna have the highest market cap, but the highest gains is gonna be Ladies, is my opinion. It's gonna be Ladies, and that's just the sheer fact that we're still up. Let's see here, for the month we're up 33%. Look at our market cap, $55 million. $55 million, guys. 55 million. This thing is going to have so much potential to rip. Look at this volume finally starting to peak up, 45% up at around $4 million. So, I mean, this is still breadcrumbs compared to what we're going to be getting to. But just, I want you guys to understand, hear it in my voice, that Milady is going to absolutely rip in this bull market. I am so excited, and I hope every single one of you that have been here through the thick, through the thin, this past year, you know, us bottoming out, us just continuing to just push the FUD, the boringness, right, of us just going sideways for so long, you know, me coming on here and you guys supporting the channel, of me making videos, and it's just like, well, guys, you know, nothing much has happened today for Milady, right? Well, it's all going to pay off. I'm telling you guys, it's all going to pay off. So I hope you guys are ready, and I really do. I'm just so excited for all of us, right? For all of us in this channel. Now, real quick, rant over. Let's jump in on the chat, and we're gonna definitely go through some things today I want to show. So Justin Yang, what's going on, brother? Let me see here. Eller, what's going on? Soul, let's see here. Free said this is a real good look for ladies. Exactly, bro. That Coinbase, the awards, the fact that they're just, you know, they're mentioning ladies is like, you know, it's big, because everybody uses Coinbase, right? I mean, Coinbase. Everybody uses CoinMarketCap when you're really looking at, you know, your market cap projects and really just everything. The fact that they built this ecosystem almost like Twitter, to where you can go on here and follow people and you know, chit chat and sit here and talk trash to people if you'd like. You know, I don't get into all that stuff, but you know how it is, right? So this is like its own little crypto world, you know, and now they're having these crypto awards, which I'm sure they probably had for the last few years, but now, you know, to see that Milady's is going to be one of the possible contenders as far as, you know, for top meme coin. Imagine if we win. That'll be epic, right? That'll be epic. You know, and I've been telling you guys about Pepe too. It's like, don't sleep on Pepe. Pepe earned all of our respect, and it you know, you ought to respect Pepe for what it did in this bear market. I'm sorry, this bear market, you know, that we just got out of. This was like the only project that really came up and like did like an 1000x in the bear market out of nowhere, right? And I know it was short-lived, but I mean, imagine in that situation that we're in with crypto. You know, you go back a year ago when Pepe came out through the you know, in the middle of just we were just in the mud in the bear market, and Pepe comes out and it just showed people that you could still make massive money on meme coins. Like, I mean, it was a good look for the whole meme coin, honestly, the whole meme coin, you know, ecosystem. So let's see here. Light, what's going on? Woohoo, got my bag to 160 billion. Y'all hear that? 160 billion, bro. I think he's starting to flex on us now. Oh no, 160 billion, bro. You're getting too big for us, bro. Just kidding. Soul said you should make that 100. What do you mean? Make that 100? What do you mean by that? So, you know, I get into these rants, and then you guys ask questions while I'm ranting, and then I have to go back and I forget what the hell you know, like, what do you mean by that? I should make it 100. Elaborate. Eller said we'll be rich soon. Soul said, I mean, ladies might go up 100. Oh, okay. Go up 100. Yeah, like 100x, you mean? 100x, maybe even 1000x, bro. I know it's crazy to say it, but Matt, just think about it, bro. $50 million market cap. This thing goes up to like a $10 billion market cap. You're looking at like 500x. Randy said, howdy, brother. Couldn't wait for you to come on today. Boom, loving it. You guys know we were coming on. I was like, I told at the beginning of the stream, I like saw that candle, the epic candle that just formed. And I was like, holy crap, you guys can hear it in my voice. I'm like, you know, just maybe need to take a chill pill a little bit. I'm like going crazy over here. Light said he's going to retire early, man. That's awesome, brother. You deserve it, dude. You deserve it, bro. And you know what? For what you're putting in right now, as far as just, you know, just keep adding to your bag and adding to your bag, regardless of whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? That's going to pay off for you in the long run. So looking at the bubbles for today, obviously it's you know, to be expected, right? That we have a solid sea of green. We have a little bit of red here and there, but I mean, really nothing too much. World coins on red because this thing has been absolutely going crazy in the last like week or two. Other than that, you have Singularity, another project that's really been pumping a lot, slightly in the red, but nothing too much, right? Nothing too much as far as Singularity. But looking at everything else, oh, and Uniswap's down 4%. But looking at everything else, I mean, everything's looking great. Everything's looking great. I don't see any like any bubbles that are like absolutely like, you know, taking over or anything like that. Everything seems to be up. Flare was one of the only projects earlier when everything was in the red was up. You know, it's still up, you know, 13%. So I guess you would say that. Theta out of nowhere is coming up, having a nice little breakout right here. But for the most part, everything looks pretty similar, you know, 5, maybe 10% up, you know, with a lot of them being around 3%. So everything is looking great, guys. I hope you guys are excited as I am. You guys can hear it in my voice. So let's see if there's anything crazy going on in the markets as far as right now. So stablecoin market capitalization hits 1.3 billion as volume grows to 4.5% this month. Let's see here. Nothing too crazy. I'm sure tomorrow, unless you guys saw something that I didn't see, but I'm sure tomorrow we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised because the fact that, and this is me not even seeing anything, I didn't read anything. I guarantee the fact that we started pumping around 9:30 when the market opened up was probably some big institutions with ETFs and stuff like that. The inflow of the ETFs were probably going absolutely berserk this Monday, obviously this morning. So I'm sure by tomorrow there'll be some kind of investigations. Like, well, you know, the internet investigators will come out and probably show us all the wallets and whatever the hell was going on. Sorry, I'm getting freaking text messages like crazy. Oh, real quick, guys, I want to give an announcement. So you guys know my buddy H-Bar. We're gonna be my buddy's real big in H-Bar. You know, he's real high into there. You know, with communications with the devs and stuff like that. He actually, remember, we're gonna be hosting him on the channel here soon. He was technically supposed to come in today, but he's very busy right now. Of course, right when I'm trying to get him on, he was like last week all open and I couldn't get him in. This week, now I'm like, bro, come on, we got to go. He was like telling me he was busy. So I'm thinking most likely towards the end of this week, probably maybe Wednesday through Friday, somewhere around there, we're going to most likely have my buddy come on. And I want you guys to just pick his brain on H-Bar. Everything you guys need to know about H-Bar as far as what they got going on, all their projects that they're building on H-Bar's ecosystem. He will be the guy to ask, and I'm sure there's probably going to be no question that's going to be too hard for him. So you guys bring out the big guns, you know, as far as what you guys want to know about H-Bar. So we'll definitely, as we get closer towards the date, I probably will know by tonight. I'm supposed to have a little meeting with him either tonight or tomorrow, and we'll find out exactly when he's going to be coming on. So real quick, don't mean to skip everybody, but my boy Rawls came through with the 10 pounds. I appreciate that, brother. Do you think Tia will break all-time highs? Also wanted to say respect to you, G. I appreciate that, bro. Let's look at the charts and see what the hell. So you're saying all-time highs? I do not know what the all-time highs are for that, so let's look them up and see. Let's see. So yeah, H-Bar, we're going to definitely, like I said, in the next week, we're going to have him come on, and we're going to be picking his brain on everything that we want to find out. I have some questions lined up, you know, that I'm eager to ask him, that I talked to him and I still don't even ask him these questions. But, you know, given the, and Rawls, we're jumping on right now, but real quick, just to finish off with H-Bar, you guys know this fight that just passed this weekend, Saturday. We had, Big BitBoy Ben was on it, on Karate Combat. If you guys saw, H-Bar was in the middle of the ring. Karate Combat is on H-Bar's ecosystem. So we're actually going to learn a lot about karate, right? Karate Combat, where you can buy it from, you know, all the ins and outs as far as what karate. And believe it or not, we're going to check that project out here in a little while. That's a hidden gem, I think, with the market cap being so low. So Rawls wants to know, can this project TIA, or I always cannot pronounce the proper name. Is it Celsia? I'm just going to say TIA, bro. I'm just going to say TIA. So if this is the proper proper chart right here, because it looks like this project's actually not too old from TradingView. That's why I was checking on here to see really as far as when this project came out, and it looks like November of this past year is really the beginning of this chart, and you can see an all-time high is only at $21. I mean, bro, you know this thing is definitely going to exceed $21. I mean, I don't even have to be a rocket science to look at that. You can see also what I'm seeing is a nice little W pattern that's formed right now. It is hitting its head on that 236 at around 17 cents. But I mean, you can see this project has steadily just been making its way up, right? It is, you can see back here, this thing was making an epic move towards the upside. You can see it's kind of leveled out since then. And it looks like as far as finding some support, but right now really resistance is what it flipped into, is this 236. This 236 at the $17.37 has been a spot that was technically some support, but has flipped over into some resistance as of right now. So you can see what I'm saying with this W pattern. I wouldn't be surprised if this plays out to where it starts moving towards the upside, breaking through this 236 probably in the next few hours, or if not by tomorrow, as long as Bitcoin's really holding up, you know, at these higher levels. But the fact that it's only the all-time high from what this is saying at around 21.15, I mean, looking at right where it's at right now, you're looking at what, 25, maybe 20%, 22% from all-time highs. This thing's definitely going to break that all-time high very, very easily. Market cap, I would put this in a higher market cap, even though it's only at about 2.8 billion. I put her at like a lower, higher cap market cap. Doesn't look too bad. I'm looking at some other stuff real quick, but it doesn't look bad. I honestly, like I was saying, you know, this project, you can see it's up 700% in the last year, and it's really not even in the last year. This is in the last like 5 months. This project has jumped up 700%. I think this thing is going to continue to move, and it's going to be nothing but upwards as we get towards this in the middle of this bull market. So, I mean, the fact that you can see the all-time high, $21, you're at right now currently a little over 17. You're really not far from that all-time high. So, I think for right now, you know, this thing was really trying to find some support. It's been on an epic run, right? I mean, and this is a natural move. It wasn't like you saw these straight up giga jumps where it was up, you know, hundreds of percent in just a day. It would make nice moves, find some support, and then make some higher moves, find some support. Kind of like what you want a project to do, up and to the right, right? Up and to the right. Like I was saying, this 236 right now is going to be an epic spot for some solid resistance. But you can see, hopefully it did find some support right here at around this 15.8, somewhere around this $16 mark. So we'll definitely keep an eye on it. I'm actually going to add this to our watch list because I know a lot of us are always looking at this project. So I have it on the watch list, so we'll keep an eye on it daily. So, but yeah, to answer your question, bro, this thing is definitely, I mean, even not even looking at any TA, just looking at the chart, you can see, I mean, this thing is just poised to continue to move up for right now. It definitely came out at the right time. You can remember November is kind of where we started seeing those initial runs as far as a lot of projects for the alts. So this thing came out, as it says on TradingView, you know, started trading somewhere around November. This thing came out at an epic time where it just basically bypassed the whole bear market. Came out right when we started getting into a bullish area in the market, and I mean, it's continued to just ride its way up. So definitely see this project continuing to move up. So we'll definitely keep monitoring it, Ross. Thank you again for the 10 pounds, bro. I appreciate that. Let's see here. So Randy said Pepe moved hard today. Did it really? Damn, Pepe did break out. Been telling you guys this. I've been telling you. I'm like, Pepe, people are going to sit there and start sleeping on Pepe, and this thing is going to eventually start coming back out. And you know, the market cap for Pepe, as of like a few weeks ago, wasn't too high. It's at 700 million. That thing is high again. Let's look at the market cap, what it was a few weeks ago. Oh, yeah. So it was like around 400 million when I was like, you know what? This market cap's gotten pretty small for Pepe. Because remember, This thing came off of, remember what this thing did in a bear market? It jumped up to $1.3 billion from like a $1 million market cap. It went all the way up. This thing, the stories I heard on Pepe with people buying in when it was in DeFi and then riding this thing up made people millions and millions of dollars during that bear market. So it just keeps the hope alive, that you can sit here, like I tell you guys, diversify. You want to have like Rawls was looking at TIA. That right there would be a big market cap for my portfolio, right? It's not like a $40 billion market cap, but it's above $1 billion, right? It's over $2 billion. I'd put that in, the bigger market caps. So you want to hold on to projects like that. You want to hold on to mid market caps like $400-500 million, and then you want to have yourself some solid meme coins in your portfolio because those are going to be the ones that are going to do those 100x. Now, with Pepe, I kind of put it with Bunk. Bunk's market cap is somewhere up here as well. It's like $800-900 million, right? So I'm saying this, and I've been saying this for a while. I think Pepe and Bunk are going to do absolutely fantastic in this next bull run, right? They're going to do fantastic, right? But as far as gain-wise, I think if you were to, when we get into this, let's say we're in the middle of the bull market and we're looking, at, okay, this is pretty much the top right here. What do I think is going to have the most gains? I think it's going to be Milady. Who's going to have the highest market cap? That is to be determined, right? Because you have, there's going to be a lot of competition this go around, right? For meme coins. But I think who's going to have the top gains is going to be projects like Milady and maybe a few other ones like maybe Myro and some other ones that are going to be gaining hype or maybe already have hype and their market caps are relatively low right now. Versus, you have these projects that are already almost at $1 billion right now. This Pepe could easily 10x in this bull run, right? But what do you think Milady's market cap, if we just 10x, that's only us going up to $500 million. That's only us going up to $500 million. So think about it. If we only even, let's say we top out at like $2 billion, right? That's still like a 40 or 60x from where we're at right now. A 40 or 60x from where we're at right now. I mean, just think about it. It's a no-brainer, right? Randy said, hit the like button, guys. It will push me ladies. It really will. It really will. Hitting that like sends out the algorithm. Maybe we can bring in some new people. We've been slowly but surely building the channel, and I've been seeing a lot of new people jumping in, with the channel and with Milady, right? And you know what? My bad, because I know I missed a few people questions here. So I don't mean to pronounce your name. Is it Kinamir? He said 10,145,000,000. Okay, is that right? 10 billion for $145? Are you selling 10 billion, Milady, for 145? Because I'll buy that right now, bro. If that's what you're selling, because I don't think you can get 10 billion for 145. Not US dollars. Let me know if you're selling that, bro. We can set that up. Just kidding. Gene, do you think Milady will hit, let's see here, 1, 2, 3 zeros and a 3? Well, given that right now we have, how many zeros do we have in front of us? I think it's 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So you're saying dropping 4 zeros? Gene, I will tell you, dropping 4 zeros would probably put us at a market cap of like, I think it would probably be somewhere around $20 to $30 billion market cap. Do I think that we could do that? Possibly. Very, very possibly. But you guys know, even right now, I'm still shooting for that somewhere around that 2. I'll even up it a little bit. I've been saying 2 to 8. I'm kind of shooting anywhere from around that $2 to $10 billion market cap is what I'm thinking that we're going to see for Milady. Remember, don't let that kind of bring you down or anything like that. If we were to get to $10 billion, that's like a 500x, probably more, from where we're at right now. So just imagine, you're looking at your portfolio right now times it by 500 if we were to get to 10 billion. If we were to get to 20 or 30 billion dollars, which I mean obviously we all want to see, that would be, I think, something that would be in the history books as far as like just the epic move for just any kind of project that's in crypto, right? I do think as we get like older in crypto, like 50 years from now, there's going to be like a history book, right, of crypto. And they're going to go back and be like, back in 2021, this was like the start of meme coins, and they're going to talk about Doge and Shiba, right? And then, you're going to fast forward, 4 years later, and that's pretty much what we're getting into now, and history still has to write itself out for what we're about to be going into. But what if they're talking about Milady? Well, we saw Milady was one of the highest gaining projects for all of crypto in 2024. That would be epic, right? You can sit there and tell your grandkids while you're sitting on your rocking chair, you got like 100 acres of land. You're like, that's what paid for this, Johnny. Right here. Milady. I was buying in when everybody was telling me not to buy in. And now look at Grandpa. I'm rich as hell. That's gonna be light. Almost at 200 billion. Light's gonna be like remember Scrooge or what was his name? Scrooge, whatever his name is, that used to go into his like vault and just swim in his gold. Gonna be rich as hell. Free said a 300x would make me a millionaire. I'll be ecstatic with 100x, right? Soul said, I want to quit my 9 to 5. I think we're all there, bro. All of us, even if you don't work a 9 to 5, I think we all, and remember this goes back a few months ago. We were all talking about this, just financial freedom, right? That's what we're all looking for. Regardless if it's, you make millions, or even if you, let's just say you end up making $50,000 or $100,000, right? And this next bull run, it's still could, it's not going to, you're not going to be able to probably retire for the rest of your life off of $100,000, but $100,000 in your bank account can probably do you really well, right? I mean, it can help you out and give you a little bit of leverage to where maybe if you're at somewhere where you don't want to work right now, you have money to kind of, do what you want to do for right now, and maybe make some moves, or maybe invest in your education and go get that degree that you haven't gotten, or whatever the case may be, right? You are able, and this is a known fact, is you're able to make a lot more money when you have money, right? When you have money, you're able to make a lot. You have the option or the possibilities to make, a lot of money when you have money, right? It's more difficult when you don't have any money and you're trying to make money. That's what they call that grind mode, right? Because you are just grinding, trying to build that foundation. Well, even if we don't come out and we don't make $10 million on this next bull run, even if we make, like I said, 50, 100 grand in your bank account, that's still putting a solid foundation there for you to, possibly get to that $1 million, So right now, Bitcoin still holding 54,500. Everything is looking great. Let's see here. BP said, let's go, Milady gang. We are live. Krager said, crypto on the move. Fire me up. Prodigy, can you look at Dogelon? The market cap is small as well. Yeah, I would say Dogelon. Dogelon. I will forever call that Dogelon, bro, just because of Dogecoin. I will forever call it Dogelon, dude. So if you ever hear me saying Dogelon, you guys know I'm talking about Dogelon. So this is a project, you guys know we've always talked about, Dogelon. So one thing about Dogelon, and I know a few other YouTubers, they really push Dogelon. They're not pushing it, but they follow it a lot, right? And I know you guys all know who I'm talking about. A lot of those YouTubers, which I love them, right? I watch their channels and stuff like that. I definitely tip my hat. With Dogelon, the market cap is very small, and it's crazy because Dogelon was around with 2021, and it did fairly well. I mean, we'll look at the market cap. This thing broke. I believe it broke a few $1 billion, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it got up to 1.2 billion. I actually bought in like down here, and ended up riding it up and selling somewhere. I don't remember where, but I ended up making some money off of Dogelon. But since then, really, I feel like this is a project that's on the back burner for a lot of things, and you know why? is because it's not on like a bunch of exchanges, right? I mean, you see it on KuCoin, it's on crypto.com, but look at where majority of the money's coming in from. It's coming in from like Uniswaps and stuff like that. And it's because for whatever reason, like this thing, the project has never really, I feel like it's never really gotten on into the mainstream of meme coins. It was for a very brief time back in like 2021, but like since then, it really just got kind of brushed under the rug, and a lot of people just really, you have the diehard people that are invested in it that have been holding on for a while, but then other than that, you don't really see or hear about it a lot, right? Unless you're in the community. And what I'm saying is the fact that this market cap has dropped down so much that I wouldn't be surprised if this project does something like what it did back in 2021, where it shoots up towards $1 billion, if not more, for this. I would love to see Dogelon come through and really just like rip all the faces off of all the haters and stuff like that for this project, because I know the community deserves it and they've been holding on for so long, right, as far as this project. So, in this last bear market, I hope anybody, if you're invested in this project, you've been just accumulating, because I mean, you've been able to get in on this project cheap, right? I mean, we've been kind of mapping it out as we move, but I mean, you can see where it bottomed out back here at the 11 mark. I mean, you got a cheap Dogelon, right? You saw some explosive moves, but it really hasn't done much recently, right? We've seen a lot of movement in the market as a whole, but a project like this, you really, like I keep saying, you just don't hear about it much unless you're involved in the community. And I think what it is that you don't see them on a lot of major exchanges. I feel like it's not really in your face like a lot of these other meme coins, right? It's just not in your face, so it doesn't bring a lot of new investors in, right? Unless you have people like myself or all the other YouTubers that cover this project, then you'll see possibly exposure to the project. But other than that, I feel like you don't hear about it much, and I think that is its potential. That's its not downfall, but that's what's holding it down for this project to really thrive and be really just be at a higher market cap than it should be right now. But he said Binance is loading up on Elon. There you go. Is this on Binance? Is Dogelon on Binance? Because I don't see it. It's definitely not trading on it. If this thing's on Binance, bro, I mean, then I would be very upset that this project's not at like at least $500 million. I don't see any volume on Binance. Free, where are you getting your info from, bro? Let us know. But I think in the long run, I think this project's gonna do really well. Like I'm saying, like Ladies, I feel like Ladies is in the forefront right now. Bunk is in the forefront. Pepe, even Shiba Doge still in the forefront. And you have a lot of other meme coins that are in the forefront. But there's a lot of projects that are from OGs almost, like from the last bull run, that are just brushed under the rug, like Elon, and what's the other one that I used to cover a lot? Oh man, people are gonna be what is it? The one with the lightning bolt. I forgot what it. I haven't made a video in so long. Volt. Yeah, Volt. Volt's another one that's just like it has a big community behind it. Market cap's so low, but it's like you don't even hear about it. You don't hear about it much. So Free said, not yet, but Binance or Coinbase listing would be epic. Binance is working with Elon on the low. You can see it through the wallets. Let's see here. And Prodigy said, I think it's on Binance Peg, not the actual exchange. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you probably, and that's the same thing with like Coinbase, is that you can like Coinbase, it won't be on their actual centralized exchange, but if you go to like Coinbase's wallet, you can buy a lot of these projects that are not, that they won't list on their actual exchange, but you can go and swap whatever you want over in the wallet and swap over to Volt or whatever these other projects are, but they don't have them on their actual exchange as of now. Now, just like they're saying that Dogelon would be epic, you know, if they added it to Coinbase and Binance. You know what else would be epic is when Binance lists ladies. That's gonna be epic. I think when Binance, and like I told you guys know what I've been saying about Binance and ladies. They are eventually going to list it. They're gonna be almost forced to. But right now, it's probably starting to get tempting, but not yet. Wait until the volume on ladies is up to like $20 to $50 million daily. They're going to want a piece of that pie. Coinbase is going to want a piece of that pie as well, right? That's when they're going to most likely list it on Binance, which will be perfectly fine, because if we're doing, you know, just let's say we're doing $20 or $30 million daily volume, that means our market cap's probably going to be somewhere around $300 to $500 million. So we're already going to be at like a 10x from where we're at right now. We get that Binance listing. That's just going to be another catalyst to just continue to almost slingshot us up continuously up towards those $1 billion market caps. So like I keep telling you guys, it's all going to play out perfectly, right? You know, it might have seemed like a bumpy road to get us to where we're at right now, you know, and it might seem, you know, as we continue, you know, it's not going to be all just rainbows and, you know, clear skies. There's going to be more retracements. There's going to be, you know, more boring days, but days like today makes you remember why you're in crypto and, you know, what the end game is as far as crypto, right? Now, breaking news, market cap for the whole, market cap for the crypto as a whole finally broke $2 trillion. Look at that. We're at 2.09 trillion for market cap. And let's see here, dominance for Bitcoin still not crazy up. I was expecting it to be a little bit higher up as we're getting closer towards this happening. Only at around 51.4. So that just tells me that alts are actually going crazy as well, not just Bitcoin. Crypto Queen, what's going on? The Queen needs a new crown. Go Jasmy, go. Let's we'll take a look at Jasmy. We haven't really looked at it yet on the stream. Free said, I believe Dogelon is another sleeper meme coin. Just my opinion. Oh, I agree with you too. Randy said, this is the first time I have realized it was Dogelon and not Dogelon. Wow. Yeah, one day, this was like maybe over a year ago, I make a Dogelon video, and the first thing I was like, hey, what's up, guys? All right, so today we're going to look at Dogelon. If you'd have seen the freaking comments in there, everybody was like, bro, it is not Dogelon. It's Dogelon. Up and down. I was like, I had to like make a video like an hour later, like, guys, all right, I'm so sorry. I'm just so used to saying Dogecoin that right when I see Doge in front of anything, I'm thinking Doge and then Dogelon, right? But obviously it's like Dogelon, so... You're not the only one, Randy. I'm just the only one that got crucified on the internet for it. So I'll take the hit. Smokin' said, what's your estimate on Milady's market cap and bull run? That's a good question, bro. That is a good question. So a lot of people that are already familiar with the channel know what I'm going to say. Conservatively, I am predicting somewhere around $2 to $10 billion market cap is what I'm predicting. As of now, right? Things can change. Things can get higher. But as of right now, I'm thinking $2 to $10 billion market cap, which would put us somewhere around the range of somewhere around a 40 to possibly a 500x from where we're currently sitting right now. So epic moves for ladies. Epic moves. Let's pull up. Let's just look at everything right now. So we looked at TIA for my boy Rawls. Thank you again for the 10 pounds. I appreciate that. Let's just jump right into Jasmy because everybody... You know, it seems to be a hot commodity for Jasmy. So you guys know we were obviously monitoring. You know, we were live through a lot of this yesterday, or was this a few days ago when we started pumping like crazy? That crypto FUD effect jumped in, and we actually did almost make a new local high. We didn't get all the way up to this 18.9 mark, but we did jump up and hit our head on the 18 even. And I was just telling you guys, basically, as long as we're holding this 16 mark, things are looking good. Now we did break below the 16, like I think this was like yesterday or earlier today, around 14, but you can see as of now we have gotten back above this epic spot right here. That's resistance that we want to see as some solid support. You know, you can see as we've had these pumps, we really have not, other than maybe right here, we haven't really found solid support above this 236 at the 16 mark. So You guys hear it. You hear me say it. As long as we find, and right now this isn't still support. I want to see a few candles above this 236, giving us confirmation that we found some support above the 16, and this 19 is going to be a thing of the past. We're going to break above that 19, and 2 cents is going to be right around the corner for Jasmy. So sorry, I was chugging some water. But yeah, Jasmy, you guys, the fact that Jasmy has had this explosive move and it's still really holding its gains, and now Bitcoin really is looking like it wants to just take off and get to some higher levels. I wouldn't be surprised if Jasmy easily blows past this little local high right here. And like I said, this 2 cents going to be a big epic spot that we're most likely going to have to retest multiple times before we break it. Now with Jasmy, as far as looking for some support, obviously we did find some support in between these fib retracements at around the 14, but I will say that probably around this 13.4, if we were to break down any, this 13.4 is going to be obviously a big spot for some support. But you guys know we had this mapped up before we even hit it. I told you guys, this spot right here, the line in the sand, this 12.2 for Jasmy, where we went and retested it once. I don't know if we're going to come back down, but if we do, and it looks like we're breaking down, that's probably going to be the epic spot for some solid support at that 12.2 right there. So you guys keep your eyes peeled on that if you're looking to jump in or add to your bag for Jasmy. Now let's just go down the list and see real quick, and we're going to look at some news articles as well. If you guys have any suggestions on projects, let me know. Flip, what's going on? I see you jumped in and deleted everything you said. What do you have to say, bro? Don't delete it. Let's see here. Let's see. I didn't see you said something. You said, not yet, but Binance and Coinbase listing would be epic. Binance is working with Elon on the low. You can. Oh, okay. We already read that one. Tony B, what's going on? What's going on? And then Free said, either way, 100x Elon or ladies would be a dream, right? It really would be. Gene said, do you think Bitcoin will break new all-time highs before the halving date? So, Gene, what I was saying, you guys know my prediction was before the halving, we were going to probably get somewhere around 55,000 or anywhere from 55 to 60,000, right? Well, now that we've kind of went and tested, almost basically hitting our head on 55 today, I didn't realize it was going to be so epically fast, right? I really want to see where we're holding and where we retrace right now. But I honestly, like I said earlier in the stream, I moved my predictions from 55 to 60 on the pre-halving to possibly breaking all-time highs, possibly before the halving. Now, I know that's kind of far-fetched to say, but I'm going to zoom out real quick on this chart. And I just want you guys to grasp something real quick. Look at these beautiful drawlines. Beautiful drawlines. But don't look at that. Don't listen to those real quick. I'll explain these crazy drawlines here in a second. But this green line right here going across the screen is where we're currently at, right? This right here is our all-time high. We are not far. We are not far, folks. We are literally 26% away from an all-time high. We just jumped up almost 6% today. You guys, I've been screaming this for the last week. We read that article probably about a week, a little over a week, and it said, historically speaking, the 60 days up until the halving is one of the most parabolic moves you're going to see before we really get into the thick of the bull run. And we're in it now. We're in it now. We are currently sitting at around 54 days until the halving, right? So, I mean, you guys know that we're basically in it now to where we're going to see probably some epic moves, right? We are obviously going to see some retracements here and there, but I think in the long run, if we zoom out, and we look back at these next like 4 weeks, 5 weeks, it's going to look like it just went straight up, right? You're not even going to see these little retracements that we're probably going to see. So, to answer your question, I honestly, yes, I do think that we're going to see some all-time highs coming up. So, J Smooth the Dawn said Jasmy was dead for like a good 2 years and I sold a while back. What the hell, bro? That's how it works, bro. They were watching your bags. And I'm telling you, they were watching your bags, Don. And right when you sold, they were like, all right, let's go. He did it. And it was going to move. You know that's what they do, bro. It feels like that, though, right? It feels like that. We all laugh about that around here. It's like, you know, you'll be in a project and it's like you, right when you sell, that thing does 10x, right? But right when you buy in on something, it goes down 50%. It's just craziness how it works. But it's really, like, it all you know, kidding aside, that just means that you guys are, and I do it too. You know, we're sometimes we either are buying at the wrong time or we're selling at the absolute wrong time. And I've been telling you guys this for the last few days because you guys know I made some big sales and I'm kicking myself, right? We all know I sold ICP back at like $9, you know, like a month or two ago, kicking myself for that, right? I had been picking up so much ICP by the hundreds back when it was at like $3, you know, and I made that because I was up, you know, 3x plus, you know, I wanted to pick those gains up. Well, so too late, so too early, right? Fetch AI was screaming to the hills, all in the channel, covering it for the last year at 15 cents, 20 cents, buying by the thousands, and sold at 50 something cents. It's now at $1.11, right? ALI just recently was, you know, I wasn't really screaming much, but I did mention it a few times on the channel that I had been buying ALI at like a little over, right under 2 cents, right? And it just made a new local high at around 5 cents recently. Sold it at around 3 cents, right? Or, I mean, I'm sorry, I sold it, I think, at around maybe where it's at right now, about 4 cents, but still missed out on those gains as well. And what I'm getting to is I feel like from just those little episodes I just had recently, I made money on all those transactions, right? But I missed out on some solid gains, right? And what I'm getting to is right now, I feel like if you're selling any of your projects, pretty much any of your projects right now, you're selling yourself short. You're going to sell yourself short. Even if you're up right now, you're most likely going to sell yourself short. In the long run, you're going to look back and be like, you know, that you probably, if you would have held on, you would have made a lot more money, you know? So me personally, even though we're looking at the charts, you know, and this and that, what I'm looking at as far as all these charts is if looking for spots for support so I can continue to dollar cost average in. I'm not selling any of my positions anymore because, you know, we had just went through 2 years of the bear market and getting these epic prices to buy in on, and you're gonna go ahead and give up those positions, right, for a little bit of gains right now when you guys know we're at the beginning of a bull market, but we haven't even freaking started. You're gonna be selling yourself short. So think about that. Let's see here. So Kreger said, "Can you give Avalanche a look?" Yes, I will look at Avalanche. Did you hear, Kreger, what was that, last week? I think Avalanche's ecosystem went down. Like, it was down for like a little while. Am I looking at the right thing here? No, I'm not looking at the right thing here. Pulling up Ava. Bro, now I can't spell today. So Avalanche, I feel like we haven't really been monitoring Avalanche as much. I feel like we haven't really been watching it much. I mean, right now, so Avalanche really kind of looks like 90% of all projects, right? Back in November, broke its 200-day, went on some nice runs, retraced in the last few weeks, you know, and basically you can see now it's starting, you know, it's been back on, you know, a retracement as far as towards the upside. Things look great. Obviously, like I said, it's above its 200-day. You can see it's looking great. Local high right here at around, right at that $50 mark. Right now, it's currently sitting at around $39, so you can see it's definitely trying to come up and reapproach that $50 mark. It is right here. You can see where it hit its head right here at the $43, and that looks like that's a spot of some solid resistance. So let's map it out for future reference. You can see this thing has come up and hit a few times right there at around that $43. So that's going to be an epic spot for some resistance. But as far as support, let me see here. Let's look and see. Let's do a fib retracement. Let's see what that's telling us. All right. So as far as support, I would say probably if I was looking to just continue to add to my bag, you can see right here this 382 at around 34 cents is going to be an epic spot for some solid support, right? Might break a little bit below that 34 cents, but somewhere around there is going to be where there's going to be solid support. So that's probably where I would start $2 cost averaging, right? So if we got around $34 and below, I would just continue to add to my bag. Right here, the 236 is going to be an epic spot for some resistance. You can see it kind of was hitting its head recently right there. And then obviously where we have marked right here above the 236 at that 44, we'll call it the $43.90, $44 mark. That's going to be your next spot after the 236 for some solid resistance. And then obviously we have the top of the chart right here at around $50 for your local high that you're going to eventually want to come up and retest. But at the end of the day, everything looks great as far as Avalanche. Looks good. The fact that they went down briefly, this was last week. I could have sworn I heard about it. I don't follow Avalanche too much, but I do remember hearing about it. The fact that they did go down briefly didn't really look like it reflected on the price much. You guys remember, what was it, like 3 weeks ago, Solana went down for like 5 hours from like 5 in the morning to like 10 a.m. That thing dropped like a freaking rock, right? So, I mean, the fact that that Avalanche has really been holding after that little move that it had, as far as it going down last week, tells me that, it's just definitely very bullish. And there's a lot of people supporting this project for sure. So, definitely doesn't look bad. Yeah, check and see, Krager. I'm pretty sure I remember. So I don't remember actually looking at any. I remember I saw a few videos that came out the day of, and they were like Avalanche was down. It might have even been down for like an hour. That's probably why it wasn't such a big deal. But I could have sworn that I heard it. Check and verify, because I don't want to. I'm definitely not trying to spread any FUD on Avalanche, but I could have sworn I heard about it. So. Free said, I know it's an early prediction, but just curious, what's your price prediction on Bitcoin by December? Well, that's honestly a good question too, because you guys know, so I did want to explain these beautiful drawings here, right here. These are just like masterpieces, right? This is something you're going to see in the museum. These drawings, and like 50 years from now in Italy, you're going to go with your family to Europe, and these are going to be on the walls in some of the museums. As far as draw, they're beautiful, right? Just kidding. So what do I predict for December? Well, December is a little bit out there, right? Anything can happen from here to there, obviously, right? Anything can happen from here to tomorrow. So it's like, stretching that far is a big stretch, right? You always have to throw in, as long as there's not a curveball thrown in there, this might happen, right? But for right now, as far as the halving, because I feel like that's the biggest thing, is us getting to the halving and post-halving. Well, I have both these drawings here, and you guys can see they're indicating almost the same thing, right? An epic run towards these all-time highs, possibly one scenario, as we approach the halving, and then a sell the news event, right? Finding some support, hopefully around that 60,000 mark on this drawing, and then maybe a few weeks later, maybe to a month and a half later, we start making our way back up towards all-time highs again, retesting them, and then possibly breaking out. And this could play out anywhere from April, May, June, July, somewhere around those areas as we start getting into later 2024. And then another one is kind of the same thing, where we don't see as an explosive move. Maybe we get up towards like 60,000 pre-halving, sell the news event, find some support somewhere around that 56,000, and slowly but surely start making our way up as we move, through 2024, and we start building for a bull market. So both scenarios, we'll have to see how they play out, but both of them obviously are a plus. And to basically answer your question, I think that we're gonna be sitting very well by towards the later half of 2024, right? And I have to emphasize, as long as we don't get hit with some kind of curveball, right? As long as we don't get hit with any kind of like war breaks out that like the U.S. is involved in or anything like that, or just anything, I think we're gonna do really well because we have a couple things, right? You guys know we usually monitor. We don't really need to get into it right now, but we usually get into it as far as the Feds and the interest rates, right? We know that we're not going to see any kind of interest rate reduction coming up in March in the next few weeks. May's meeting possibly, but as we start getting later into 2024, there's most likely going to be some kind of Fed pivot reducing interest rates as we move into the later 24. That's probably going to be nothing but a plus for the markets, as well as we have a U.S. election coming up here in November. Regardless of whoever wins, U.S. elections usually tend to be pretty good as far as with the markets, right? So, that, and I'm sure there's probably going to be a lot of things from here and there that are going to be pretty good as far as pluses for the crypto market, leading us to break all-time highs. So just to throw a number out there, free, I wouldn't be surprised if we see somewhere around a $70,000-$75,000 Bitcoin by the end of 2024, as long as everything is positive for the crypto market, right? As long as we're not, hit with some kind of a freaking curveball from left field, that was not foreseen. So, but we'll see how it goes, and as we obviously get closer and closer into getting past post halving, that's gonna really be a big indication and show us what really where we possibly could be sitting at, right? Are we gonna break all-time highs before the halving? Are we gonna hold those high all-time highs post halving, right? How big is the retracement going to be for the sell the news event for after the halving? All that stuff is really going to play a big part in setting us up towards the end of the year, right? A lot of people have been calling for a really good 2024, but possibly seeing the beginning of 2025 as being the top of the bull market, right? Which would be a bad thing. That would give us a lot of time to really build up. And think about that. If we were building up, and just a solid build from here all the way towards the beginning of 2025, that's a whole year of the market just continuing to move. So if that played out where maybe 2025 would be the top of the market, before there's some kind of a big retracement, you would probably see $100,000 Bitcoin, right? And possibly, a $20 billion Milady market cap. So hope you guys are ready for that. Mark, what's going on, brother? Craig, what is going on, bro? I was about to send a search party out for you, dude. Randy said, hell yeah. Randy said, hit the like buttons, waiting for y'all. Great. Let's see here. We're doing all right. We got 26 people here, 20 likes. Not too bad. Craig said, memes are on the move today. Milady was lagging, but she busting loose now too. Let's get it. Yeah, you already know. So back to let's see if there's anything. So let's just read this article right here. So Bitcoin tops 54K, may run towards 58,000 as crypto rally resumes. Bitcoin topped 54,000 Monday, breaking through key resistant levels that capped prices since mid-February. Let's see here. Sol, Matic, Atom led altcoin gains, while crypto-focused stocks Coinbase, MicroStrategy, Marathon Holdings, and Riot Platforms booking double digits advances. Let's see here. Bitcoin's next short-term target is 58,000 per Swiss block. Bitcoin, let's see here. Oh, that was a video. Bitcoin topped 54,000 on Monday, surged into its highest price since November 2021, leaving past its recent sideways range as the crypto rally suddenly resumed. The largest crypto by market cap broke through its major resistance level at 53,000 during mid-morning U.S. trading hours, which halted price rallies over the past 2 weeks and quickly ran just shy of 55,000 by afternoon, hours before slightly retraced. CoinDesk data shows At prime time, BTC was changing hands at 54,400, up nearly 5% over the past 24 hours. It outperformed the broad market. Let's see here, CoinDesk 20 Index CD20, which advanced 4%, topping the 2,000 level for the first time. In Ethereum, the second largest crypto asset, also rose nearly 4%, hitting a fresh 22-month high at 3,200. Now, why is Ethereum? Obviously, we know, Ethereum's gonna run really well when Bitcoin's running really well, but Ethereum quickly it held its gains right when it got up above 3,000. It held its gains. Why is Ethereum doing so well? Recently, have you guys heard what's going on? Well, there's been word, and I know we've already talked about this, but there's been some serious word now that there's going to be possibly multiple ETFs that are going to be possibly getting approved for Ethereum, in the near future. And that's really been, it's obviously just speculation as of right now, but you can see basically, I think it was 9 of the 11 companies that basically got approved for Bitcoin's ETF have all filed for a spot Ethereum ETF, which it's very, very bullish for Ethereum, because now the fact that they're just planning it out there, maybe they might not get approved just out of nowhere this soon, right? But you guys know eventually it's going to probably happen, and the fact that they're even just trying to just apply for it right now is going to be nothing but bullish for Ethereum. So let's see here. Adam said, I sold Pepe to buy the dip on Milady, and it's up 30% today. Nice. Oh, you're saying and Pepe's up 30%. You'll be all right, bro. You'll be all right. Pepe is up. She is up today. I mean, you can't time the market, bro, right? But I'm sure if you sold Pepe, when did you sell Pepe? You said you sold Pepe to buy the dip on Milady. I mean, you probably bought Milady down here, so I mean, you're not up 30% on the buy that you did, but I mean, you're probably up at least 10-15% for right now. You'll be all right, man. It's all right. It happens, dude. That's why I'm telling you guys, like, I mean, you're moving around funds, I understand you're trying to get prepared, but that the time in the market thing, I would just right now, instead of be moving around funds, I would just continue to, me personally, just add, right? Add. Even for something like Pepe, we covered at the beginning of the stream, Pepe has a higher market cap, $700+ million, but I think in the bull run, it's going to do really well as well. But I think, honestly, in the long run, Adam, I think you're going to probably see better gains off of Milady. So moving your funds over to Milady's, what maybe right now, short term, when you're comparing both projects, obviously Pepe is up, 30%, 25, I think as of right now, up, versus yesterday. But in the long run, I think you're going to make out better off of that move into Milady. So we'll see how that plays out. Craig said, I've done that a ton and still haven't learned my lesson. Free said, I feel like ladies will get a great amount of attention from female investors who are buying the hype when it comes. I didn't say that. Free said that, so don't. I think the ladies are already in here. They've been secretly investing, and we, shout out to all the ladies out there, right? I didn't say that. Free said that, not me. Looking to see Cody's doing pretty good today. Up 24% for the day. Up 166% in the week. Damn. 370% in the last month. Holy crap. Cody's killing it. I don't know what this project is, but it's up 50% for today. You can see, yeah, Pepe's up 30% right now, currently for the day. For the last 7 days, Pepe's up 45%, and for the month, Pepe's up 63%. Look at Pepe coming back. Isn't that crazy? I mean, you knew it was gonna happen, right? You knew it was gonna happen. But like I said, bro, don't kick yourself because market cap for Pepe is up there, $750 million. I'm telling you, when we see the full force of what Milady's is gonna do, you're not gonna be upset from that move. You're not gonna be upset from that move. Milady's is let's see here. It's up 0% for the last month, guys. That's it. Just kidding. Something's wrong. Let me refresh my screen. She's up 36% for the month. She's not doing bad, right? Not doing bad. We're moving. So all-time highs for Ethereum, 48. You can see, dude, look at Ethereum. Ethereum's not far from breaking all-time highs either, man. Guys, I'm telling you, we are literally right at the doorsteps of just a parabolic, I mean like a craziness that's going to take over the market. Craziness that's going to take over the market here. I hope you guys are ready, man. I really do. Remember days like this when we have, those days that are boring or we're down, just remember days like today, right? Let it be your motivation for you to push back the emotions and everything like that, and to continue to just dollar cost average in and know what you're headed to, right? Let this be your motivation, because I understand we all go through it, and we have these days where it's just like the market's not doing anything, or maybe we're having a bad week in the market, but it doesn't matter, because days like today, we regained everything that we were down in the last week or two, right? And some. And that's how fast it happens. And it's going to continue to be like that. Continue. So, looking at the fear and greed index, this is actually pretty good, because remember, we were right there at the extreme greed at around 74, 75, and we have dropped down a little bit towards 72 we're just at greed, right? We're not extreme greed. We're at greed, but I mean, the fact that we're pumping and we're still we're still not at extreme greed just tells you that we're right at the doorsteps of a massive bull run. And when we are in the middle of a bull run, you're gonna see this extreme greed. This thing's gonna be up at 85, right? And I mean, like I said, I predicted it's gonna stay in this area for some time, because the markets are gonna be going absolutely crazy. But there is gonna be a time, where it's just gonna be too much greed. And it's going to be, that's usually tends to be a time where, historically speaking, you're supposed to take profits, right? When we're at that extreme greed, you're supposed to take profits. And when we're at extreme fear, you're supposed to be buying in, right? You're supposed to be doing the opposite of what the sheeps are doing, the main crowd that's going to be, that hasn't even really got in yet, really. I mean, there's, right now, people are out to dinner, or they're eating dinner with their family. They don't even know that they're going to be FOMOing in on Milady in the next 2 months from now, right? When it's up, 4 or 5x from where it's at right now. People they don't even realize it, right? But it's going to come across their table, or someone's going to talk about it at work or whatever, or they're going to come across, the videos, and they're going to be like, oh crap, and they're going to jump in, which still wouldn't be a bad time. I'm not saying that they're going to take a loss from any of that. I'm just saying, you guys, obviously we always look back. I've done it before, where I get in on a project and I look back and I start doing research, and I'm looking at videos from 3 years ago, and I'm and the price is at 1/10 of what it's at. I'm like, why the hell didn't I see this, when, back then, so it's people are going to be going through that. They're going to be watching this stream right now, in a year from now, right? And they're going to be listening to exactly what I'm saying right now, and they're going to be like, damn it. I wish I was literally right there at that point and just buying in on Milady when it was at $55 million market cap. So you guys should feel good. We're in a good time right now. Let's see here. Hi, do you remember Sarah? She is asking for PNG 2 days ago. Please check the chart. Coin is on fire. Yes, we remember Sarah. She came in and she was spamming like crazy PNG. But you know what? No problem whatsoever, because she was respectful. Once I told her to relax, she did. She did. Holy crap. Oh my god. Guys, are you guys seeing this? Alright, who's this girl Sarah and who does she work for? Oh my god. Bro. We need Sarah back. Where's Sarah? Yes, it was like 2 days ago. It was like on Saturday, I believe, when she came in. Holy crap. Oh my gosh, bro. She was literally screaming, buy PNG, buy PNG. And we're all like, we weren't being mean, but we're like, Sarah, take it easy. Because she was spamming the chat. Like, you know, spamming meaning like it was just like she was writing the same thing over and over and over and over. And I was like, Sarah, respectfully, please, relax. Just relax. We'll check it out. Is she from the future? How'd she know this? What's going on, guys? We need Sarah back. Carrero, is it Carrero? If you know who Sarah is, tell her that we personally want her back. We need her back. We need to ask some questions. If you know her. Oh my gosh. She was screaming it. It was like moving. It was like right around here. This thing moved up 300% since she was screaming, since she was spamming. Yeah, Mark, I miss her too, bro. Sarah, where are you? Oh my gosh. Thank you for pointing that out, bro. I appreciate that. He said, "No, I do not, but it caught my my attention. She was pushing for PNG, bro. She was. That's absolutely crazy. That's crazy, dude. What if she was like from the future? Cause I'd never seen her like that was like the first time I've seen her in here that I can recall. Like maybe she's been here, but she has never commented. But that's crazy. She came in and she said what she had to say, and then that was that. She was gone." Maybe, man, I don't know. Hopefully, Sarah, if you are watching this, maybe later on tonight, tomorrow, we'd love to have you in tomorrow for tomorrow's stream around the same time. Honestly, I'm not even like playing around. I would love to talk to you and ask you some questions on how you foresaw that this project was going to shoot up so much. Would love to talk to you. All right, Sarah? Contact us. Yeah, Craig. See, I thought you were from the future, bro, but that was a future move what she did. She's like one of those time jumpers, you know? She's probably already in the future like, you know, I hope those guys listen. They were sitting there worried about me spamming. I hope they listen. Bro, what if she really was from the future, dude? And like she was like spamming it. Like, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. You know, and she's like, take it or leave it. And she went back to like 2050, you know? Crazy. That's crazy. That's awesome though. Good for her and anybody that maybe followed. I think I might never say like, obviously we don't want people spamming in the chat, but sheesh. I guess if you have good meaning behind it, let us know. That's epic right there. Craig said she'll be back. We'll see, bro. We will see. She was screaming PNG, and she also was saying VChain. I'm sorry. What was it? VChain? She was screaming PNG and something else. It was either PNG and Jasmy or VChain. Yeah, and you guys remember? You guys were asking, like, I think Craig was asking everybody where everybody was from, and I don't think she answered where she was from, if I'm not mistaken. I'm starting to really think she was from the future. That's absolutely crazy. VChain is still looking really well as well. What if this is a sign that this will happen to ladies? Who knows, bro? Hopefully she comes in and starts spamming ladies. Hopefully. I remember her name was S-A-R-A. It was Sarah, right? She's probably in here like just giggling like, these silly boys. Oh man, that's crazy. But V Chain's looking really well too. Yeah, exactly. If we see Sarah spamming, she's good. She is good. That's craziness. That's crazy. Well, good for her. Hopefully she's back, right, guys? We'll see. We'll see. We nothing was like all I asked was for her to stop spamming. She didn't. She was like perfectly fine because she was talking after that. You know, like she wasn't like, it wasn't like there was any big issues or nothing like that. Because I remember too, this was the same stream that someone came in. I forgot his name. He came in and he asked about that Obama Biden. Remember the meme coin that had like 27 names in front of it, and I was like, bro, why are you trolling? And y'all were like, no, dude, he's not trolling. That's a real project. That was the same. That was the same. She's not in the chat right now, I believe. Yeah, she's not in the chat right now that I can see. I'm saying, like, you can, I have a way I can search to see who's in here. Hold on, guys. I'm making a poll. Yeah. Jojo, what's going on? Oh, Die, what's going on, bro? I haven't seen you in a while, dude. Haven't seen you in a while, bro. Hope everything is good. So we have a poll out right now for everybody that was in the stream 2 days ago. We had, just to catch everybody up, we had a young lady, I believe, her name was Sarah, come in, and just out of nowhere, she's like spamming, buy PNG, buy PNG, buy PNG. This was when PNG was down here, and she's like, just buy PNG, thank me later. And I told her after, like, you know, the 10th time she kept putting the same thing. I was like, Sarah, please don't spam. I was like, you know, we'll check the charts. I was like, just please don't spam. I don't want to have to like block you from talking or anything like that. And she was like, just buy PNG. And you know, and we fast forward 48 hours and it jumped up 300%. 300%. If you guys haven't voted, vote. Let's see here. Right now we have about 90% of the people are saying that they are going to listen to Sarah next time she spams. 90% of the people are saying that they are going to listen to Miss Sarah next time she comes in and she's spamming the next hidden gem. So, Sarah, we're waiting for you. We are waiting for you. Di said, sup, on vacation in Seattle, so cold here. Nice. Di, Craig wants to know, did you buy back in on Milady's? Because I know you sold a few weeks back with the anticipation that we were going to see some kind of a possible retracement. Craig wants to know if you jump back in on the project. Let's look and see. Let's check out Bitcoin real quick. So for Bitcoin, obviously we did hit our head at, we'll call it the 55 mark, right? It was right before 55. It was literally at 54,991 is where TradingView has it for Bitcoin. So, I mean, we basically hit that 55 mark. That's going to be a pivotal spot. That is going to be a big, just a big spot that we're going to need to retest, I think, a few times to break it. I wouldn't be surprised because the way things are just seeming to be right now in the market that possibly tonight, maybe tomorrow, we are starting to retest that 55 and possibly break. We'll have to see how it goes. But like I keep telling you guys, you know, just understand that as we're like, and I said this last week, we read an article, the 60 days up until the halving are historically one of the most parabolic little thresholds before we really get into the middle of the bull market that are going to be the most parabolic. So with that being said, we have, I think, 54 days until the halving. So we're inside that threshold of where we're going to start seeing some very parabolic moves. If historically speaking is correct, right? Because this has happened on the last 4-year cycles where that 60-day threshold hits and Bitcoin really just starts ripping, right? Now, with the altcoins, with Bitcoin ripping, you guys have to remember, usually altcoins are going to move positively, right, when Bitcoin's moving, but you're not even seeing the actual anything that, what we're going to really see for these altcoins until we get to certain levels. Right now, a lot of eyes are going to be on Bitcoin because of halving, right? Altcoins are going to move with it, of course, but what I'm saying is like altcoin season isn't anywhere near yet. You got to let Bitcoin do its thing. Bitcoin's going to get to a certain number. We already talked about this, the Bitcoin dominance. When you start seeing Bitcoin dominance really start breaking into that 40%, and I mean like lower 40s, that's when it's going to be confirmation that it's altcoin season, and that's when you're going to really start seeing your favorite altcoins. I mean, absolutely just going so parabolic, ripping 100% days, back to back to back to back, and you're just going to see all your favorite altcoins, I mean, just going crazy. All that is, down the road. But right now, we want to see Bitcoin, like I been telling you guys this for the last, few months. We want to see Bitcoin just thrive and do the best it can, right? Do the best it can. We want to see those all-time highs get shattered. And trust me, altcoin season is going to be right behind it. For sure. So, Dai said, of course. Nice. Ladies is my biggest bag. They're ripping. Adam said, ladies is my biggest bag, then Crow, then Jasmy, and small bags of Pepe. Well, you had a big bag of Pepe, right? And then you moved it all. Just kidding. I'm messing with you, bro. I'm just messing with you. So I feel like we covered pretty much everything for right now. I mean, nothing too crazy. I think tomorrow we're going to probably see some news that, the inflows on Bitcoin for today were, absolutely, probably one for the books. Just because we saw such a massive rip, and it literally happened right at 9:30 this morning, which usually is an indicator that it had something to do with a lot of inflows of ETF Bitcoins for the market. So we'll see how that plays out as of tomorrow, but everything is looking great. This was the story that I was talking about as far as Ether's Bitcoin beating rally, not just because of potential ETF approvals. Oh, okay. So they're saying not just because of the ETF approvals. The amount of Ether held on exchanges is at an all-time low of 11%, a sign of more of the cryptocurrency being locked up for DeFi. Oh, okay. People they buy in on Ethereum and they stake it or lock it up. And you can get massive gains actually from that, believe it or not. Some solid APYs if you do lock up your Ethereum. On the other end, a lot of times you have to commit, whether it's 3 months, 6 months, or whatever the case may be, for however or wherever you're locking your Ethereum up, so you can't sell during those times. So with people, the fact that people are still today buying Ethereum and locking it up, it's telling you that they honestly feel like we're going to continue to move up in this next year. Like they don't have a problem with, locking up their Ethereum for 6 months and letting it just sit there and collecting, an APY off of their holdings, and then maybe 6 months down the road, being able to basically cash out, when Ethereum maybe 2x's or 3x's from now. What do you guys think Ethereum's going to get to this time around? Last time, 2021, Ethereum got to right under 5,000. I wouldn't be surprised if Ethereum gets somewhere around $10,000 to $12,000 on this next bull run. I really wouldn't be surprised at all. Not at all. Oh, Craig, thank you for reminding me. I said this at the beginning of the stream. Another quick reminder. This week, So Craig, remember, we're gonna have a guest on the channel. He is an H-bar expert. I will consider him an H-bar expert. Definitely, he is in close circles. I'm not gonna say directly, but he is, very familiar with the dev team. He's a diehard H-bar, enthusiast, and he is going to join us this week. I'm going to let you guys know exactly when, but he's going to be joining this week, and we are going to be basically hosting him, and you guys, I want you guys to ask whatever you want to know about H-bar. This is going to be your time to ask your questions and what he, sees H-bar doing as far as building ecosystem projects that are building on top of H-bar, like Karate Combat that just had a big fight this past Saturday with BitBoy on it. George, I am George, is also in cahoots with all of them, because he was involved in that fight, a big sponsor as well. He's got his boxing influencers kind of thing started as well, and I wouldn't be surprised if he continues to work with Karate Combat. So we will have him on soon. I will say probably I want to find out. I'm going to talk to him after the stream, and I'm going to find out the exact date. So tomorrow, hopefully, I can give you guys an exact date on when we're going to have him on. So you guys can look forward to that as far as this week with H-bar for sure. So thank you for reminding me about that. Hell yeah. Hopefully we get Sarah back. That would be a good good thing. So 80% people said they're going to listen to Sarah next time she comes in and spams, and 20% said that they weren't. And this was out of 15 votes. So majority of the people are saying that they are going to listen to Sarah. So we're definitely going to take her into consideration, right? Take her into consideration and we'll see what else she has lined up, because her last prediction was she didn't even give us a prediction. She just said buy it, and then 2 days later it shot up. We're talking about P&G shot up 300%. So I'm definitely going to listen to her for sure as far as what she has to say. So we'll see. So just to recap, Bitcoin's still looking great, 54,500. We'll see how it goes tomorrow or tonight as the Asian markets wake up, if they're going to continue the rally, and what we see tomorrow morning waking up. Again, like I said, we've been seeing a lot of these pumps happening when the actual stock market is up and running between 9:30 and 4 p.m., and that's going to be obviously Eastern Standard Time. So tomorrow we'll see how it works as the markets open up tomorrow, but everything is still looking great. Ladies did have a big jump up towards the 77 mark. She is retracing a little bit at around 74, but still looking very, very well. We'll see where she holds and where she's basically setting us up. But I think we're going to be shattering, for ladies as well, some new all-time highs coming up in the next few weeks. I do think that's what's going to be happening. So we'll see how that plays out. And someone just said, breaking news, Jasmy is breaking out. Let's see. Jasmy doesn't look like it's necessarily breaking out, bro. It's holding around that 16 mark, so we'll see how it goes. Let me see something real quick for Jasmy. No, I was gonna say, is this a bull flag that it's formed, but it really hasn't necessarily yet. So, but Jasmy definitely is holding its gains, sitting around that 16 mark. So I wouldn't do, like I said at the beginning of the stream when we covered Jasmy, this 19 mark right here, it's going to definitely be above. It'll definitely break that here soon. So, yeah, Jasmy's holding for sure. So, but other than that, guys, you guys can see how this pretty much plays out the market for today. Everything's pretty much in the green. We do have a couple small little reds, but for the most part, everything looks absolutely wonderful. So, we'll definitely, tomorrow's stream, We'll have, obviously, we'll cover the markets again, but we'll see how everything works out. You guys remember, tomorrow I should have confirmation on when we're going to have our special guest on for this week, so you guys stay tuned. Other than that, let's see here. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, And I will see you guys back here tomorrow. Make sure you guys hit the like on your way out. And make sure if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you get those instant alerts. You don't have to come searching for us tomorrow. It already will pop up on whatever platform you're using as far as your tablet, phone, computer, large, widescreen. You know, whatever your taste is as far as watching the show, it'll pop up for you, all right? So other than that, guys, thank you so much for tonight, and I will see you guys back here tomorrow, all right?